It is stinking hot here in Perth, Western Australia. Guys, it is stinking hot. Just thought I'd survive and do a live. Say hello, who we got? Welcome, welcome, welcome. No mai, haere mai, haere mai. Just had like the maddest confrontation at the supermarket today. It's pretty much 40 degrees Celsius here, and as I would do every day, I would pick up my dog. I mean, I would take my dog, me and Tama, and we will go and pick up my wife. Like, I know that sounded like pretty shit, but and so we went and picked her up as we normally would. Now, how do I put on the chat? I don't know, let's show. Streamers view. There we go. Show chat. Well, if it isn't my dear friend Pauline. Numero uno, as usual. So anyway, I got to tell you the story while it's still fresh in my brain. And it's very confrontational, so this is a forewarning to you all. There could be some swear words. So anyway, after we picked up my wife from her job, it's stinking hot, and Tamanui, my dog, is in the back. We go to the supermarket to go and get some things. So my wife goes into the store, and I park the car. I wind all the windows down pretty much, enough so that my dog could get out if he wanted to, but he's a good boy like that, you know. So I go into the store so I can go and get some drinks, and I'm like 30 seconds of that, and then I go back out to the car, and a concerned citizen approaches me about having the dog in the car, and I go, oh yeah, no worries, mate. Sweet as, I'm here now, you know. So I thought that would be the end of it, but no. This kind gentleman wants to carry on. I says, look, I had all the windows down. He could get out any time he wanted if he was hot, or, you know, too hot to handle the heat in the car. And so I says, oh, I'm here now. I'll turn the car on, turn the aircon on, and he can live in the laps of luxury. And then he goes, it only takes fucking 30 seconds. And I nut off, because I get you want to be a concerned citizen, that you an animal lover, and that particular situation isn't very good for my dog. I'm well aware of that, but he needs to work on his delivery, man, because it triggered me off. Like, next minute I'm saying F off, and, you know, you're still here, I'm here, the car started and the aircon's going, what are you going on about? And fuck, you know, I spent a long time, and my wife will testify, you know, that I lived in a really highly volatile relationship, not relation, but relationships, you know, and violence was a big part of my life, and I spent years and years and years re-educating myself to be the person that I truly am, which is, you know, to love others, to be giving, and to always remember what I saw growing up with my own parents and my own grandparents, and you know, that giving of yourself. And You know, so I've reprogrammed my mind to switch over into this life of kindness and genuine love. But man, I never thought that a situation like that would trigger me off back to a time like that. That's the dark ages for me, Pauline. That's the dark ages for me, love. Wow, you know, and my heart rate never changed. It was like, and that's the scary part, you know. Like I was so hyped up in verbally, but man, my temperature was cool. My, you know, well, you know, it got to the stage where I threatened to remove this dude, you know, because what he did, he'd go away, keep coming back, staring me down, and trying to muster up support from people that were passing by. They just had no interest in anything he wanted to say. No, neither did I. So on the way home, I was, you know, replaying that scenario to my wife, and of course she's in the passenger seat going, "Nah, let it go. What do you always tell me, darling? Let it go. You know, you don't have to worry about those sort of things now. If it's not going to worry you in an hour's time, what are you going to worry about?" You know, and these are my own words. These are my own words. But yeah, yeah, it's weird how those triggers, no matter how deep you bury them, can still resurface and rear its ugly head. Rear its ugly head, Pauline. The windows were down. No worries, right? Yeah, I would think, you know, I wouldn't leave my dog sweating in a box like that. I mean, heck, he would do that anyway. Even if I was in the car, you know what I mean? Anyway, I just had to get that off my chest. God damn it. God damn it. So, Pauline, what are you up to? I, I was I did this live to see if you would come on board, because then I can ask you. I'm going to give you a bit of a call. But it's stinking hot here. Hey, my boy. Here's my handsome son. Camera switch. Hey, my son. My handsome son, my handsome son. Look at the awesome color. Oh yeah, and cold there. I bet. Oh, there's my cat. Here, my boy. Look at him. Look at that color. Chocolate. No other markings. He's half Shar-Pei, half Terrier. He's got beautiful wrinkles. Handsome boy. Green eyes. Green eyes. He's got a bit of a swollen tear gland. Oh, he's healthy. He's healthy. Oops. Sorry, Mama. See, camera shy, my darling. Thanks. Thank you, Pauline. One day, I'm going to take you for a tour around Althea City. So, Pauline, I watched your video for your Cincinnati chili. Mum, Pauline lives in Cincinnati, and she's going to send over some chili spice mix. Is that right? I don't drink, Pauline. I don't drink. My wife is having a cold brew. Yep, she's she does the drinking for the both of us. I've been like I have the special occasion drink. You know, like I had a drink for my daughter's. Oh no, actually, I didn't have a drink for my daughter's 21st. Must have to be even more special than that. Yeah, no, I just can't handle the hangover anymore, and it's the expense. It's been quite a few years now, and I used to be a binge drinker too. So it'd be every weekend I'd be a rolling drunk, think I was a funny guy, and start a lot of hassles and end a lot of hassles, and it's a lifestyle I wasn't into anymore. In fact, I used. Pauline says hello, darling.
Hello, Pauline.
She is gorgeous, my darling. She is gorgeous. Like, I might be the trained chef, like, in the house, and I might even be a good cook, but I haven't even come out of her shadow yet. She is like the bomb at everything, and then she becomes like the bomb at making that, and then she like adds all this other stuff to it for experimentation, like a science project. Isn't that right, sweetheart?
Yep.
Yep, she reckons. Yeah. Now, I'm too afraid to even just be a light drinker. I'm afraid that I'll go back to my old ways, and right now, our life is pretty sweet as it is. I mean, I already got enough addictions in my life. I smoke cigarettes and I eat comfort food, sometimes uncontrollably. I'm not even hungry. It's my body just craves sugar, and I appease it by having sugary stuff. And it's not like sweets or anything like that. It's I don't really have a sweet tooth, but my darling, she makes a nice trifle. But it's like I'll have sugar in my cup of tea, or white bread. It kills us, man. That sort of stuff kills us, And I know this. Smoking kills me, but I still smoke. It's crazy. I think we've had this conversation. Have we had this conversation before? I smoke very little weed. Oh, it is the best medicine. I've been a huge advocate for the Normal Organization, which is the National Organization for the Reform of Marijuana Laws. Normal. And I've been a huge advocate for years and years and years, and I understand like the. Oh no, it must have been someone else then. Must have been someone else. It's almost like deja vu. I've had the same conversation with another subscriber doing a live. But so I understand all the medicinal properties, and when I was a young fella, I used to grow weed and sell weed, and I used to be a big hustler, and I know its medicinal properties and all of that, and the good that it does for people, that have like real serious health issues, especially with their bodies, with uncontrollable seizures and uncontrollable shaking and pain relief. It's been around for thousands of years, and did you know that the main importer and exporter of hemp was Russia? Russia was the main place, and here's a bit of conspiracy for you. I think that's why America went into battle with the Russians. It had nothing to do with communism and everything to do with weed. No, I'm just playing with you. We have stores here. You can buy it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No doubt. Pauline, no doubt. No doubt. Um, but the thing is, society makes weed undesirable. Not the fact that it's actually good for you. It can be used in so many different ways. It can be used as for packaging and products and food. It's a food source. Okay, okay. Shall we, Pauline, based on your last comment there, shall we make this private? Just like me and you? You got that in capital letters, like you want me to read that, Gil. Wow. That's the beauty of being adults, eh? We can choose to be silly or not, eh? You know, and and at what stage in our lives did we lose the child within? You know, when we were silly and it was playful and it wasn't, and there was nothing remotely said about it other than we just did it noisily and got told to be quiet. But silliness wasn't even like frowned upon when we were kids. When did we lose that child inside of us? It is sad. It is sad. Me too. Me too. Yeah. It's like my silliness is almost like it's edgy. I got an edgy silliness. Um, oh yeah, you love it. You love you love joking around. I love joking around as you know the secret to joking around is know that all the art of it is knowing when to stop when enough is enough. Yeah, but I'm a bit of a prankster. Not so much now. More when my kids were younger. You know, I was a prankster, but the kids aren't around now. You know, and there was a big space, a lot of years there where it's a skill that you need to keep up and maintain at the highest level. So now I pass that on to my grandchildren, but I'm too late. You know, the kids are doing that to their own kids. So it's good to see that being handed down from one generation to the next. I mean, I do it because my dad did it to me, so I did it to my kids, and I have no doubt in my mind that my kids will do it to theirs. And so, whereabouts do you fit in that seven? I'm the second youngest of seven. Where are you, Pauline? And are we about the same age? I'm 50 in January, like next month. I'll be 50. Yeah, but she's still part of the family, right? We adopted. Oh, we adopted like you adopted a girl. Be 58. Oh, I'm a youngin. Feb the 5th. Okay. Okay, I've got that locked in now. I'm just, if you want to keep that on the lowdown, well, that's impossible now that I've got the inside. I've got the inside. So, obviously I'm going to be plastering that all over YouTube. So did you say you adopted a girl, or my mum and dad did? Oh, okay, okay. She moved in the day I left home. Wow. So she would be the baby of the family. And how old did you leave when you left home? Were you a teenager? Were you in working? Like when you left home, did you move in with someone, or did you go and get your own place and fly solo? Oh, she took your bed. Oh, you had to leave home then. You were 18. So that's you been on your own for 40 years. I mean, doing it without your parents. That's pretty cool. That's like the standard age though, isn't it? 18, you gotta go. Oh, you wanted to leave. Yeah, don't we all? Because we know it all, eh? We're a bunch of know-it-alls at 18. No, 15. 15, we're a bunch of know-it-alls. My parents, you don't know nothing. I did too. I left when I was 15. I left home. Um, but I had worked since I was 9 years old. My old man put me to work real young, and I'm just talking like a paper run, milk run, and stuff like that. But I was earning my own money, and at a young age. So I know the value. I understood the value of money at young. Do I understand the value of money now at this age? No, I don't. I don't. Everything's a battle. Yeah, work. Oh, plus you had was it you that had the career in surgery, Pauline? 24 years? Was that you? I can't remember now. Work, man. A good work ethic will get you, anywhere. It taught me loyalty. It taught me integrity in my job. It taught me that it also, like, we have a saying in our culture, in our language, that um, that what it translates to is we do things in the course of our lives to fill our kit of knowledge, our kit, our bag, our whatever you'd like to call it, your container, your piggy bank, or whatever you want to call it. And we fill it with knowledge, and we don't even know what extent we've accumulated this stuff for. But later on in life, it's supposed to make sense. It's supposed to make sense, and for whatever reasons, even in your path, or the journey that you take, for whatever path that may be, skills come into play, So I spent 30 years working in ports and wharves, a watersider, a stevedore, um, operating heavy machinery, managing staff, eventually, and that kind of skill set has, held me in good stead for um, um, communicating with people in general, because I love communicating with people, and because I'm genuinely interested in learning about you. I went through many years like fucking um, not doing that, at all, and people would come up to me in the street and they go, "Hey, Brendan, man, what you up to, cuz?" And because I was either met them when I was drunk, or I genuinely